Hi, welcome to YCamp. My name's Lauren, and we're here today at YMCA Camp Kwai, located in Waterloo, Ontario. As we begin today, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the land that we are on. Situated on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples, I'd like to take a moment to recognize and appreciate their long-lasting tradition on this land. As I do so, I commit to learn more in my journey to reconciliation. Today, we are going to be learning about upcycling as we make an upcycled bird feeder using a juice carton. The equipment that we need today are a juice carton, a stick, a chopstick, something like that, a pair of scissors, a ruler, a marker, some string, I'm using hemp today, paint and a paintbrush, and some bird seed. But before we get started, we're going to play a little game of fact or fiction. The first question is, it takes 1 year for a milk or juice carton to decompose. Is that fact or is that fiction? The answer is fiction. Heavily processed cardboard, like juice or milk cartons, are coated in wax or similar substance to prevent leakage. These will decompose given about 5 years, but their resistance to water will significantly prolong the process. Question 2. About 8 million pieces of plastic end up in our ocean every day. Is that fact or is that fiction? The answer is fact. Every day, approximately 8 million pieces of plastic pollution find their way into our oceans. Plastic consistently makes up 60 to 90% of all marine debris. Question 3. About 5 billion to-go coffee cups are used every year in Canada. Is that fact or is that fiction? The answer is fact. 5 billion to-go coffee cups are used every year in Canada, and the majority end up in our landfills or our oceans. All right, so it's time to get started on our upcycled bird feeder. We're gonna start by taking our juice carton, and what you're gonna start by doing is outlining some holes that you're gonna cut into your juice carton, and these are going to be where your birds can enter, also some areas that you can watch. You can have fun with this. You can cut fun shapes. Just remember, a bird still needs to get into your bird feeder. If you want, you can even make flaps on it to make like a doorway. Just remember, your bird needs to be able to get in. And while you are making those, leave about 2 inches from the bottom because we're gonna punch some holes in there later. So you can use your ruler if you'd like to mark out your rectangle. I'm going to do mine on the front, and I'm just going to mark out a little rectangle to cut out. Perfect. So once you have that marked out, you're going to need to punch that hole in it. So you might need a parent to help you with this. I'm just using a thumbtack to help punch the first hole before I get my scissors. All right, and then you're just going to push in carefully. Again, maybe get a parent to help you with this. And you're just gonna cut along your lines. It's okay if you go a bit farther. You can always clean things up after. You're gonna cut all the way around. You want at least 1 hole in your juice carton, so it'll look something like that. And then you're gonna do the same exact thing on either the back or one of the sides, or you can do 3 holes or all 4 if you'd like. Once you're done cutting your second hole on the back, it's time to decorate your bird feeder. So you can grab your paint and your paintbrush, whatever color you like. If your parents have any white paint primer at home, you can use that to paint your whole carton white to start, and that might make it easier to paint the rest of it whatever design. Because it's a bit waxy, you might need to do a few coats as well. So you're just gonna paint right on. You might need to get a thick coat on there as well. Cover up whatever logos are underneath there. Perfect. So once you are all done, and this is again your time that you can be as creative as you like, you are going to put it aside and let that dry. So once you're done, your carton might look something like this. So I've decorated it. I added some polka dots. Mine has 3 holes, so 2 on either side and 1 at the front. And our next step will be to punch some holes. So again, you might need a parent to help you with this. About an inch from the bottom, you are going to punch a little hole. So I'm going to use my thumbtack to start, punch a hole, and then you're going to just use your scissors to make that hole a bit bigger. And then what you're going to want to do is grab your ruler one more time and measure how high that hole is so that you can go on the opposite side and mark exactly where to put your second hole. You're going to do the exact same thing so that you have a hole on both sides of your juice carton. Then we are ready for our final few steps. You are going to find that stick that you found, and you are going to push that through the first hole and wiggle it all the way through so it comes out the other side, just like that. That'll give a nice little spot for your birds to rest on while they're enjoying your bird feeder. All right, and next you need to grab some string, and you're gonna cut that however long you want. Make sure it's long enough so that you can hang it on whatever tree you'd like. So once you have that cut and ready, you're gonna want to punch a hole in the top of your juice carton. Again, this one's even harder, so definitely get a parent to help you if needed. I'm going to punch that through, and you might need to make it a little bit bigger with a pair of scissors. Make sure you're being safe with this. And then all you'll do is feed your string through the hole you've made and tie a knot at the top. Gonna need to double tie it. And then you are almost ready to hang your bird feeder. The last step that you'll need is to fill it with your bird seed. All right, so carefully pouring your bird seed in. It's okay if you spill a bit. And there you go. You are ready to hang your bird feeder in a tree outside. And enjoy seeing all the kinds of birds that come to visit it. Remember to continue to fill it throughout the summer so that they can continue to have a nice snack out there. And there's your finished bird feeder. If you would like to work towards earning a virtual YCamp certification, remember that you can go to ymcahome.ca/YCamp and tell us about how you did with this activity. And if you had a good time, be sure to subscribe to YCamp. And if you'd like, you can make a small donation to your local YMCA summer camp. Thanks so much, and thanks for joining.